joke. We will have spent 14 months in contact, basically, fighting all 14 months. They sent us right into Baghdad. When we got into Iraq, we came right to Baghdad. Our battalion got right to Baghdad. We took our first 2 KIAs the first week we were here. First week we were in Baghdad, we lost 2 guys in our battalion.
Yeah, Dolan and Cross.
And then, I mean, it hasn't stopped since.
Saturday, May the 19th. It's late afternoon in Baghdad. Photojournalist Sean Smith captures this image that resonates across America. Inside a Bradley armoured car, 6 US soldiers and their translator are burning to death. This is Sean's account of the horrific events of that day and the following 2 weeks. His footage starts with a rare moment of calm for Apache Company in Amaria, western Baghdad. Then in the distance, an explosion.
Let's go!
Rock and roll!
This is 4th Platoon. Specialist Lake is among them. They rush out to investigate. Sean films the soldiers as they discover the target of the blast, the Bradley upside down and on fire. It's been blown up by a roadside bomb. But 4th Platoon are too late to help their 7 trapped colleagues. Live ammunition explodes inside the Bradley. Seconds later, and nervous, they raid a nearby house looking for the bomb maker. They detain several men and leave them with interrogators. The search for suspects continues. 4th Platoon are exhausted.
You've got grenades going off, you've got an ID blowing up your vehicle, and then you're expected to go back in those 4 to 5 hours and relax, to come back out and do another 6 hours. You don't have time. You just don't have time to do it. Your body never gets to come down. You're always on that heightened sense of alertness. Like you just don't have that. You don't have the rest, the comfort zone, I guess you can call it, to where when you know you're back on the fob, you can relax and let loose. You just don't have time. We're not given that time to recuperate from being out there for 6 hours and dealing with that, to go back out and deal with another 6 hours. Just constant. You never get a break.
48 hours later, and Specialist Lake's unit are back in the neighbourhood. They're conducting random house checks. They're jumpy. But this time, all they find is a frightened and elderly woman.
No.
الله اجعل المحبة بالعراق، اجعل السلام يا الله، اجعل. ليش ما نعرف اخويا؟ ليش ما نعرف؟ احنا لا ويا الاول ولا ويا هذا الحرام يشوف ورا صدام شليت النفس.
Fourth Platoon find nothing and leave. But the next morning, a new horror will visit this woman. A different Apache Company patrol, by coincidence, takes cover in her home. They'd just shot a man dead. Sean took this photo as they dragged him onto her porch. And this is what happened. Apache Company's 2nd Platoon are now on patrol. They're suspicious a car circling their position might be a lookout for nearby snipers. Still nervous after the Bradley attack, they order the car to stop. And when it doesn't, they open fire.
Come on! You'll find it! Hey! Hey!
Oh, he's dead.
No, he's moving.
I know. In his body. Somebody got one in the throat.
Nothing there. Hey, you want to work on this guy?
Worried they could be shot out in the road, 2nd Platoon look for somewhere less exposed. They drag the driver through the nearest front yard and try to revive him. It's the old lady's house. She has no choice but to let the soldiers in, again. The soldiers' attempts to keep the man alive fail. A neighbour turns up. She thinks she knows who he is.
Who are they? Who are they?
She said
they say he's they hired that guy, and he said he's just a taxi driver. That guy, he gets shot.
The man was killed because he failed to stop. 2nd Platoon Specialist Vassal was there that day.
I challenge anybody in Congress to do my rotation. They don't have to do anything. Just come hang out with me and go home at the times I go home and come stay here 15 months with me.
Specialist Vassal of 2nd Platoon was also there when this happened. The aftermath of an explosion in a munitions dump. The man on the ground is an Iraqi soldier being tended by an American. The day starts with 2nd Platoon called to investigate a blast at an insurgent bomb factory. They pick their way through the rubble. Moments later, there's a secondary explosion. Chaos, debris, and flying shrapnel.
Right here. Where was that? Like right in front of us. Like on anything else.
An Iraqi soldier has taken the brunt of it. Neighbours, both children and adults, are hurt too. The Americans set up an emergency first aid operation. They try and help the wounded. A young boy has shrapnel wounds in his face and his body.
I know.
It's an ordinary day for the people of Baghdad, and from Apache Company, there's this message for the politicians back in Washington.
We're supposed to be on the way home right now.
You good?
We were supposed to be flying home in 6 days.
That's what I told him.
6 days.
We're waiting right now, chilling.
But because we have people up there in Congress with the brain of a 2-year-old who don't know what they're doing, they don't experience it. I challenge the president or whoever has us here for 15 months to ride alongside me. I'll do another 15 months if he comes out here and rides along with me every day for 15 months. I'll do 15 more months. No, they don't even have to pay me extra. I just want him to come out here and ride with me for another 15 months.